What up, tubers? Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a brand new video review. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy the video.
Because of that new recent YouTube glitch that can't let me send PMs back to people when I reply to them, I'm not going to believe for a second that my YouTube account has now been applied for uploads longer than 15 minutes. So I'm going to keep this review as short as I can. Without further ado, I'm Zeltrax Millennium, and this is a review that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I know people have been waiting for this one for a while. This is a review on both SH Figuarts, Shinken-Red and Shinken-Gold from Samurai Sentai Shinken-Ja. And these were the first foray into Sentai / Power Ranger Figuarts for the main line. And I gotta say, they're really good. Now, where did I get these, might you ask? I got them at Toys R Us. Now, you're probably thinking, with these guys being in Toys R Us, you would think they would Americanize up the packaging? Well, no, they didn't. To paraphrase the "You So Stupid" clip, nothing! Absolutely nothing! They didn't change a single thing. And this is all thanks to BlueFin Distribution for importing these figures to Toys R Us. So yeah, this is the exact same packaging as the original version, which is the Japanese version. You got Shinken-Red with the shiny gold chrome here. Let's see. Takeru Shiba. Shinken-Red. And on the instructions, they actually made an instruction sheet for the American imports of these guys, and it actually says Shinken-Red Ranger. Ha! And so the back's pretty much the same except for the new sticker on the bottom, which is just basically replacing the Japanese warning with the American warning. And down below here is a new barcode scanner for the register. And if you can barely see it, you can actually see the Japanese text down there. But yeah, this is all thanks to BlueFin Distribution, for getting these guys to America. So, thank you, BlueFin. And Shinken-Gold's box is practically the same thing, though it's about Figuarts length because Shinken-Red's is a bit bigger. It's in gold with shiny blue chrome this time. Genta Umemori, you can barely see it. And the back of the box. So yeah. Now, being the first Power Ranger Figuarts, I guess I should say that you would expect these guys to have the same amount of articulation as the Commoner ones. They do. Let me just take Shinken-Red here for a bit because I do not want to move Gold out of his pose. The articulation on these guys is really good. It's pretty much all standard articulation. Waist joint works. Ab crunch works, though it barely works. It's got 360 shoulders, though. This weird tubing to simulate the effect of the actual suit. It's a darker plastic than the actual red plastic for the arms and everything else. So yeah, that may throw off a lot of people, but the recent Figuarts of Gokai Red and such like that have fixed that problem. So yeah. All the paint, all the details on this figure are absolutely scrumptious. They're intact. It's basically a shrunken down version of the suit. And the Shiba Clan logo is right there on his shoulder. So yeah, the head's on a ball joint. It can go all over the place. It can look up really high, down very far, down very much. Even has the little paint for the ear holes on the helmet. The hips are kind of like the Kabuto Figuarts, where you can pull the leg down and get a much bigger range out of it. You can twist a little bit. Double jointed knees and ball jointed ankles, which is a little bit better than the Commoner ones. Weird. Let me just get him back into his pose. Shinken-Red's accessory count is actually really, really huge. Let me explain that now. First we have the Shinken-Maru, which is the basic weapon of all the Shinkengers except Shinken-Gold, but we'll get to him in a bit. He even has a little tiny hidden disc with its own little sticker animation, which is cool. Now, because of this being a fully sized weapon or such like that, the hidden disc cannot spin, nor is the proxinoscope shiny or reflective. So there's that. Plus he's got a lot of hands. Splayed open hands. A hand for holding the Recadizanto, if I remember right. A holding things hand for his left hand. A holding things hand for his origami. A holding things hand for his Shotophone in pen mode. And the other fist he comes with. He also comes with a Shotophone in pen mode. I'm shocked that he didn't come with the Shotophone in phone mode or closed up mode. The detail and paint on this thing is actually really good. And now we get to the origami, which this is the Shishi origami in emblem mode. The paint on this thing is absolutely amazing. All the little lines where it would fold up are there, and it's really, really good. And here is the main Shishi origami in origami mode. And it is so cute! Now, sadly, I did have to perform a little bit of surgery on my Shishi origami. I moved this thing out of its ball socket. I tried to put it back in, but the joint snapped off, so I had to use a bit of super glue, so now this leg does not, the left leg of the Shishi origami does not move. But the right leg can still move. But yeah, this thing is so cute. So cute. And now we get to the biggest accessory in Shinken-Red's weapon count, which is the Recadizanto. Man, this thing's about as big as my screen. Hold on one second. Yeah, it is big as my screen. But yeah, this whole thing, big, hollow, hard plastic. Nothing is gonna break it. Though you might break the handle. It also comes with the Shishi disc on the Recadizanto as well. Though it's a little bit bigger than the disc on the Shinken-Maru. So yeah, you're not gonna be able to fit this on there as well. But you can do that, and it spins. He can hold it, but I've never been able to do that successfully while on camera, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to put the Shinken-Maru back into his hand and put him into his roll call pose. So there we go. Now we get to Shinken-Gold, who is basically the same base mold as Takeru, so I won't mention anymore. Though thankfully with his paint, he can actually hide up the gold joint, the joint problem here. But yeah, the matte gold paint on Shinken-Gold is very nice, and the articulation on this figure is the exact same, so I'm not going to move it from its pose. But it's basically the same articulation as Shinken-Red. The silver belt has been replaced with the gold belt has been replaced with a silver one, sorry. The black has been replaced with blue, the arms are blue, the gloves and boots are blue, or gold, sorry. And the helmet sculpt is really, really good. He is currently holding the Sakanamaru in both modes, I guess. He basically comes with both parts of the Sakanamaru when he's wielding it. Then he comes with the Sakanamaru when he's half done sheathing it, and a Sakanamaru when it's on his belt. I can kind of understand why they decided to go with this kind of setup here, because if you did hollow out the sheath here, it would probably be really breakable, so that I can understand why they did this. Oh well. He also comes with a couple of the same hands as Shinken-Red, so I'm not going to go over that too much. Though he does have an extra hand for the Jite from Daigoyo. And speaking of, here's Daigoyo in lantern mode. Sadly, his little head doesn't pop up, but the detail in this thing is absolutely awesome. He even has a little indent for where disc would spit out. Cool. And the other two origami in the Shinken-Gold set are, let me start with this one first, Ika-chan, or the Ika origami. I'm amazed at how the origami look. They look so dang cute. Ika origami's thing can spin a little bit down here, and you can actually pop it off, though I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't want to break the joint. And the other origami that Shinken-Gold has is Ebizo, which is the Ebi origami. And this thing is huge. I mean, look at Shishi origami. Look at Ika. This thing is huge. The detail and paint on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's basically like if you had the Ebi origami shrunken down and put into this. Even has the little green paint for his eyeball. Nice. So, are these Figuarts recommended? Heck yes. You can find them at most stores like Toys R Us, but the best way to look for them is to look on CS Toys, Hobby Link Japan, look around on Ranger Board if somebody's selling a few of them, and I'm sure Anime Goods Unlimited actually had some for a while, but I don't think so anymore. So, yeah. This is Zeltrax Millennium saying goodnight and good luck, and I barely have anything else left to say, except the Shinken-Red Figuarts, along with the Sentai Figuarts in general, are awesome. Please contribute to the line, and I really hope that this line continues, because I'm really hoping to get some Zyuranger Figuarts. I so want Tyranno Ranger and Dragon Ranger on my shelf. Laters.